And to other news now, bring your own energy to the portfolio. The message to the 13 state ministers who were sworn in earlier today during a ceremony at King's House. Details from Andrea Chisholm.
The 13 state ministers and the parliamentary secretary are ready to take up the challenge of assisting their cabinet ministers with different portfolios. With at least 5 government MPs now serving what is expected to be their last term in office, these new faces have received strict instructions when working with their senior ministers.
Learn from them, to walk across the bridge of experience and to use the light of wisdom to avoid the pitfalls and accelerate the pace of progress for the people of Jamaica. Bring your own energy, your ideas, your grasp of new technologies, and your connection to the aspiration of the younger generation of Jamaicans.
Having previously served as a deputy executive director at the tourism product development company TVJ, Tova Hamilton is ready to work with tourism minister Edmund Bartlett.
I'm a student first, so I'll have to learn and see what the deficiencies are in some of these areas. I'm aware in my neck of the woods what the deficiencies are, but I have to look on a broader picture. I have to look on Jamaica. So for Trelawney Northern, I know that we lack products to keep the tourist dollars in. So that is one area that I definitely want to focus on.
It's about sharing perspectives. It's about sharing ideas. It's about strengthening the policy framework. And it's also an amazing opportunity to learn and to interact with the people of Jamaica. Of course, forming that partnership.
Kerencia Morrison will be working with Minister Olivia Grange. With the culture and entertainment being part of the portfolio, Ms. Morrison was asked about her colorful personality being infused in her duties.
Well, my personality is my personality. You don't separate the personality from Kerencia. So the short answer to that is yes.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness reminded the state ministers that other duties should not be put on the back burner.
In this peculiar formation of the parliamentary majority, ministers of state must participate even more intensely in parliamentary committee affairs and other activities of the parliament.
Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.
And among the most closely watched appointments is that of former House Speaker Marissa Dalrymple Philibert. Her new role comes amid concerns about the government constitutional reform agenda.
A new chapter begins for Marissa Dalrymple Philibert. The long-serving MP and former House Speaker was sworn in on Friday as State Minister in the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs. And she says she's ready.
We will become a republic, and we'll do so in short order.
Her remarks come amid growing concerns from the opposition and civil society about the government's constitutional reform agenda, given that the ministry charged with that mandate has been merged with justice. However, Mrs. Dalrymple Philibert has signaled her intention to reignite public engagement and legislative action.
My main focus, as far as this is concerned, is to make sure the doors are open to the views of everyone and that we sit at a table, exchange them, and have meaningful discussions. Because I know when that is done, this is Jamaica, we will arrive at the constitution reform.
Another notable appointment on Friday was that of Delano Seabright. He moves from the Ministry of Tourism to Industry, Investment and Commerce. Among his priorities with Minister Aubin Hill, growth for MSMEs and large enterprises.
And also, of course, ensure that we continue to attract solid local and international investment to keep this country humming, but get us growing at a faster clip. And that's a huge agenda item for the Prime Minister. We have achieved significant economic stability. He wants us now to get growth going, significant growth, and that ministry is going to be pivotal to that agenda.
As for the Health, Labour and Social Security Ministries, Crystal Lee and Donovan Williams have big plans.
Looking forward to putting in the hard work and also to learn and to grow. Most importantly, to serve to the best of my abilities.
What can Jamaicans expect from you, Sir Williams?
Impact, positive impact. Continue the impact, the good work that we have been doing in Central Kingston. We will just expand that now into the ministry.
And if there was ever a doubt about the new state minister's ability, Parliamentary Secretary Marlon Morgan responded.
We have had a good foundation and a program of incubation, as it were, to upskill us and build capacity in terms of the future leadership that the Jamaica Labour Party is seeking to offer and make available to the people of Jamaica. So we are rearing to go, and Jamaica can look forward to bigger and better things in this, as the third term of the Holness-led administration.
Close to a third of members of Parliament are women. Though a small percentage when compared to the men, it's the highest in Jamaica's parliamentary history. And according to the women, it's a big step. Jamila Maitland reports.
From the seasoned politicians to the fresh faces, a record 19 women were sworn in as members of Parliament Thursday. 11 from the governing Jamaica Labour Party to the opposition's People's National Party's 9. In fact, the House will be presided by a woman, Mrs. Juliet Holness, who returned as Speaker of the House. Her teal-tailored green pantsuit and her striking short hair that framed her face commanding all the attention and respect.
It is my duty as Speaker not only to identify opportunities for greater efficiency, but also to guide and remind all of us of the requirements of the standing orders.
MP for Manchester North Eastern Ambassador Audrey Marks is the only new female face on the government benches, while newbies from the PNP include Heather Miller-Bennett from Hanover Western, Andrea Perkins from Hanover Eastern, Nikisha Burchell from St. James Southern, Zulika Jess from St. Elizabeth North Eastern, and Rosemary Shaw from St. Thomas Eastern. They're all eager to contribute to national conversations and debate.
I bring, one, integrity and honesty to the table. I'm a hard worker, I'm a fast learner, and I intend to serve to the best of my ability.
Jamaica can expect me to focus on the people, to be honest, to be transparent, and to never leave my constituents.
Two-term MP from Trelawney Northern, Tova Hamilton, offered this word of advice to the new woman in Parliament.
They should acknowledge that this is a male-dominated field. Therefore, they have to stand their ground, get involved in the committees, and I think they should be strong.
High off her historic election win and oozing with pride, a confident Nikisha Burchell wants to set more records in her constituency.
I'm the first female representative from South St. James, and that in itself is an achievement. It is signaling to the other little Nikishas in South St. James that they can achieve absolutely anything they set their minds to.
The JLP's Rhoda Moy Crawford encouraged the new female MPs to have a strong support system. The returning MP says she's learned to only accept constructive criticisms.
First of all, they need to believe in themselves. They have to surround themselves with a close-knitted support system. So even with how we dress and how we speak, we have to pay close attention to that.
Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
Still to come this evening, police probing gun attack in Portmore St. Catherine. And in the financial week, Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances Limited reporting a solid growth. We'll be right back.